Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Terry.
And we're Escaping the Empty Nest. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take you to the land of the Pilgrims, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Now, when I said Pilgrims, you probably thought of big, broad, black hats with square buckles, but you've been misled about the nature of the Pilgrims. Even the name Pilgrims is a modern invention. They called themselves the Saints, but others called them the Separatists.
Plymouth Plantation is a replica community in Plymouth that shows visitors what life was like for the Separatists in 1627, just 7 years after the landing on the shores of the New World. It has 3 main sections: a visitor center that also serves as an education center and museum, the Wampanoag home site, and the 17th century English village. All were interesting in their own ways and very educational, but of course the star of the show was the Pilgrim Village.
You start by entering a 2-story fort that overlooks the village. Be careful not to hit your head on the beam at the top of the staircase. That's a mistake I wouldn't want to make. Again. As for the village itself, it's very nice, and the small clapboard houses with pitched roofs are more comfortable than I thought they would be. They're supposedly authentic, but they seem very modern for something that is based on 400-year-old building techniques for surviving in the wilderness with limited tools.
Also, costume interpreters look, act, and talk like they were snatched right out of the 17th century. As you go from building to building, they guide you through the history of the early days of colonial America. The governor of the colony, William Bradford, described the land as hideous and desolate wilderness, full of wild beasts and wild men. But within a couple of generations, Plymouth Colony and the Pilgrims had moved into newly occupied lands like Boston. By then they had proved that settlers could survive and make a life in the New World, and it was their example that prompted others to come to the New World seeking a new life and freedoms.
From there, we drove to the shoreline to see the Mayflower. Actually, the Mayflower II. This is a reproduction of the ship that brought the Separatists to the New World in 1620, but this one was completed in 1956 and was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in 2020. The ship has been in and out of restoration dry dock since 2015, so if you've been in Plymouth lately, you might not have seen it, but hopefully all of that is completed and it will be a Plymouth resident for many years to come. It's an accurate replica, with the exception of the fact that it has stairs to reach the lower deck instead of ladders, and one of the lower levels has an extra foot of headroom, though still not nearly enough for me.
And from there, it's a very short walk to see Plymouth Rock. Honestly, there's no record of exactly where the settlers landed because the legend didn't even begin until 1740. Since then, the rock has been moved, broken in two, glued back together, all in the name of trying to protect it. And if you're in the area, you might as well make your way to the granite canopy, peer over the edge, and think the words that countless others have in the last 200 years. That's it.
We hope this video has been helpful. We're going to next document our trip through more New England states, including trying to find some fall colors, a very memorable trip to Ticonderoga, and a Maine lighthouse. Stay tuned for those or check our New England playlist to find them all. Thanks for watching and bye for now.